Meghalaya will witness a multi-cornered contest where besides the Congress, BJP and Conrad Sangma's NPP, Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress are in the fray. In fact, Ratnadeep, Trinamool is the largest opposition party. It's the opposition party after former Chief Minister Mukul Sangma and several others left the Congress and joined the Trinamool.
That's right. A very good morning to all our viewers from Tura in Garo Hills. This is the biggest town of the Garo Hill region, and we are coming to you from the Wal Bagre Lower Primary School. It is a important polling station because it is here where Chief Minister Conrad Sangma is going to cast his vote. Now, over 21 lakh voters in Meghalaya will decide the fate of 369 candidates today. Remember, it is a 60-member assembly, but polling is taking place in 59 constituencies since polling has been countermanded in one constituency, Shoyong, due to the death of a candidate, former Meghalaya Home Minister HDR Lingdo was contesting on a UDP ticket there, and during campaigning he died of cardiac arrest. So in Soyong, no polling is going to take place. So polling is taking place in 59 constituencies, and from early morning we saw voters really queuing up outside the polling stations. Remember, in Meghalaya, the women voters actually outnumber the male voters, and this morning there was no different. In fact, right from morning we saw people turning out to cast their votes. It has been a tradition in Meghalaya for people to come out early and cast their votes. In fact, there are 3,419 polling stations across the state being manned by central forces, apart from state police and paramilitary forces guarding the perimeters. The M3 model of the EVMs, which are the latest model of EVMs, which are said to be tamper-proof, are deployed this time in the Meghalaya elections. We would like to, actually go and try to talk to some of the young voters here. Excuse me, what's your name? So you have early morning you have come to cast a vote. This is first time you are voting, or you voted before?
I have voted before.
Okay. So this has been a tradition in Meghalaya. I've seen that early morning people come out to vote. What are your expectations from your next government whom you are going to choose today?
I expected they will look upon the youth about
Employment?
yes, employment, because and then about I'm from South Tura, so youth education is
Important for you.
Yes.
So this voter clearly marking out that employment, education are very important for them. In fact, there are a lot of people. Excuse me, if we can speak to you. Any one of you first-time voters? They would not like to speak. Some of the voters really don't like to speak. But what is important about Meghalaya elections is that it is a multi-cornered fight. And in this multi-cornered battle, you have the two national parties, the BJP and the Congress, contesting in all the 60 seats. For the BJP, it is a big push that the BJP actually is trying in Meghalaya, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi's massive roadshow in Shillong, a massive rally here in Tura itself, because in the last 2018 elections in Meghalaya, BJP actually contested in 47 seats and won only 2, but it helped Conrad Sangma to cobble up numbers and form the government. Now, the Congress, remember, in the 2018 election was the single largest party, but this time it is contesting all the 60 seats. But look at the Congress, it does not have any of those sitting MLAs with it, and all of them have moved to other parties. In fact, out of the, in the previous assembly, out of the 60 MLAs, over 20 of them have switched parties. So that kind of also shows why Meghalaya always has a fractured mandate. Since 1970s, only once did Meghalaya give a full mandate. Otherwise, it has been all about fractured mandates. Sir, if I can get your name and from where you have come.
I'm Deepak Sangma. I'm the headmaster of this school.
You are headmaster of the school, and this is the election, and you have come early morning to cast your vote. This South Tura constituency is a very high-profile constituency. you have the Chief Minister Conrad Sangma representing it, and there is a this time direct fight between Conrad Sangma and the BJP candidate. You have the Trinamool Congress young candidate. How voters like you see this election?
I think, as far as my assumption, as far as my assessment, I'm not involved in political. I'm not involved politically, but I think that he will come.
Okay, so there you are, this gentleman expecting that Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has an edge. But let me tell you, there are also other voters whom we have spoken to during our election coverage, pre-polling coverage, where they have clearly said that there is a tough fight in this constituency where Chief Minister is contesting, because BJP has put up a rather controversial candidate, Bernard Marak, who was arrested last year with serious charges of running a prostitution racket. But when we interviewed Bernard, he had clearly said that that was a political conspiracy. In fact, the BJP had stood with him during that time, and that was one of the flashpoint between the BJP and the NPP ahead of the elections. In fact, talking about NPP, it is contesting in 57 seats. So it has a lot of turncoats this time contesting for NPP, and the Trinamool Congress really testing its political luck outside Bengal. Remember, in Goa, the Trinamool Congress was not very successful, but this time it has ventured in the Northeast elections. Trinamool Congress had contested the Tripura polls as well, but in Tripura it was a marginal player. But in Meghalaya, the Trinamool Congress actually sees a real chance because it has 56 candidates, of them, many of them who are seasoned politicians, including former Chief Minister Mukul Sangma, who is contesting from two constituencies, Shongshak and Tikrikila, both in Garo Hills, and at least 4 other of his family members are contesting. So within the Mukul Sangma family, there are 6 seats where Trinamool Congress is contesting, and in total 56 seats you have very high profile candidates from Trinamool Congress like Zenith Sangma, Mukul Sangma's brother, like Charles Pingrope, who is the state Trinamool chief. So Trinamool Congress would hope that actually outside Bengal they will be able to open their political account, and not only open their political account, the party is hopeful to be, to play an important role in formation of the next government in Meghalaya. So, in that way, the Meghalaya politics is very interesting. But the regional parties might again emerge as the kingmaker, particularly in the Khasi Hills region. The UDP in previous 3 elections has emerged as a very key contender, as a kingmaker party, and they might emerge as a kingmaker. If you look at the 60 seats, they are spread across 3 regions. The Garo Hills region, from where we are reporting this morning, it has 24 seats. The Khasi Hills region, which has 29 seats, and the Jaintia Hills region, which has 7 seats. But the main fight, the Sangma versus Sangma election, is here in Garo Hills, and the Garo Hills always decides which way actually the results goes.